Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. Welcome back to some more of our last train home. We are just putting away here and getting to the next forest. Good. Deploy there. Deploy this one. Yeah, let's go. I don't think we've found anything. Bridge of foraging the forest, we found a dirt road with an overturned red armored truck filled with crates. It was evident that the driver had abandoned the vehicle following an accident and went to seek help. We seized the opportunity to help ourselves with some cargo. Unfortunately, we were too late. Real help was already on the way and we were caught red-handed. We managed to escape, but some of the cargo was lost and a few soldiers suffered minor injuries. What? That is a good haul. Cannot be mad at that. Okay. Medicine, cloth. Get injured again? Who's our trade man? Do we only have one? No, we have two. House is up top, stoking. We're just gonna have to put him in. Let's take Sonic and Elias. Rich. Doosan. And Jan. Did you go up there, get some timber? And then for this one, I need meal. Black. Drap. I'm not gonna send them out. I'm gonna look at the morale. Don't I have a... They put her in another... She's in that squad. You disband this. We'll take him out, and I need to put in... a herbalist. I'm thinking it's going to be a bad news. Okay, diligent can help. Okay. The lakes aren't helping us. Shop, storage. I'd love a kitchen car. We just simply don't have the funds for it. Maybe. It's not worth it. Diligent. Installation. I mean, I could select a squad, but the issue is we're not going to come out with anything. Herbalist. Survivalist. Or hunter. I just don't see it helping. Who's ill? For squads. We need to get this. Here. Winter uniforms. Okay. The other is a rusty wreck. The scene paints a familiar. Okay. Okay, this is an issue. There are almost 20 bodies. Hard to tell because of the state they're in. There are also some rest, but you find no joy in seeing the course of your enemy when there are so many of yours. With no survivors to be found, a few cries can be heard when some of the soldiers recognize their friends. There's anger, sadness, and despair among the soldiers. The derailed Legion train is unsalvageable wreck except for one car, the artillery car. It might help us avoid the same fate, or at least decrease the odds. Okay. There's deep hurt in Langier's voice, but he chooses to remain the voice of reason even now. Together you go over the logistics, gain the behemoth. Okay. Problem solver. We can't spare the resources, but we have the enough time. Okay. We can get the artillery car. Do we not gather the stuff for the lake? There's negative statuses. They're cold. That's why. Okay, he just needs to sit in a car. Oh, he's the herbalist. He couldn't actually do that. Let's do that. Um, Survivalist. Oh, you actually have to give him that. Okay. Oh, it's right here. You took a lot to get the Zemrats back on the track, but you could do it thanks to your soldiers' determination. They are exhausted from hard labor and devastated by the scene of the massacre, but the acquisition of the artillery car gives them a feeling of security and much needed hope. Oh, that helps. Let's upgrade that. Jerks. We're going all the way to Makoshino. Train pulls in the station. You find a group of local men waiting for you on the platform. They begin to wave as you meet their gaze. Your soldiers have their weapons at the ready, but you don't sense any real danger here. All men appear pale and gloomy. Legionnaires, please hear us. Lives are in danger. Many lives. Speak. We'll listen. Only make it quick. There's a large brewery not far from here. Okay. Did you drink a lot of beer? Oh, no wonder you all look like death. Your soldiers laugh loudly at this, but the local man remains silent and merely stare back, stony-faced. Okay, at least there's some good morale stuff there. The Red sees the brewery, and we assume they drink all the beer themselves. I have no love for the Red Army, but they're still soldiers, and no better to come between a soldier and their drink. You don't understand. They want to distribute it among the villages as a gesture of goodwill. You have a problem with the Reds giving away free beer? Really now? I've heard it all. Maybe the communists are onto something after all. No, you don't really understand. Before we knew the Reds' plan for the beer, we poisoned it. You did what? Wanted to help fight the Reds? Do our part for the Tsar? We did not know. Please help us. We worked at the brewery. We even hid supplies from the Reds there. We can show you where they are. Men describe in great detail, or men describe wow. The men describe the brewery in great detail and also point out the location of valuables. It seems like a huge weight has been lifted from their shoulders. Your advisor sees this. You reckless fools, if people die, it'll be on your heads and yours alone. Now get out of my sight. As they leave, you discuss the situation with your advisor. You know the legionaries under your command are generous souls, forever willing to help others you decide to help. The toast of death. Prevent the poison beer from being distributed to locals. Okay. Where's the beer? The beer is at Pietro. Okay. We need to buy food. And who's my person that's diligent? Stoic. Pragmatic. Problem solver. Diligent. You know what? I'm gonna call them back because I'm gonna add someone to this. Is he the only one we have? Yeah. Station. Some of this. Like 17 med kits. How many grenades do we have? 6. That's weird. Up the trade. Current composition. I want the artillery car. I want the storage car in the middle, the artillery car here. Oh, that's a safety measure that's actually put into work. Okay. Protective over her sister. Even though your soldiers try to appear non-threatening, the older girl, seeing no other options, suggests she can pay them in exchange for their safety, pulling away at her coat, uncovering herself a little bit. Soldiers, being intentionally oblivious to her intent, looked around the farming equipment. Okay. We have a lot of farm equipment here. Farm equipment to not get us closer to home. This is true. I'm gonna help the girls. The air cleared a bit and the tension was gone. The younger one explained that their farm was repeatedly plundered by red and white army soldiers until there was nothing. The parents were murdered during an argument and the sisters were left alone. Okay, let's help the girls. The soldiers can't just leave the poor girls. They cooked some of their own rations, brought more coal to the shed, found some blankets, and chopped a bit of firewood from the farm fence. That is the most the soldiers could do for them. Okay. The soldiers were hesitantly leaving the girls, not ready to leave them alone. Sisters stay with them, but promise. Let the soldier help the girls. Okay. Sorry, my guy. To play really hard. He's left behind. He was left behind. Okay, this is consumables. This isn't a food type. Okay, that's unfortunate. This one might have food. Need someone who's diligent. My various character. He's my diligent. And my actual buying character. I need to keep him in. Fortunately. No, I have another diligent character here. Good. Diligent. Entertainer. Diligent. Pragmatic. Crafting. Pragmatic. We're also going to send him to Timberland in the first place. Near a forest, your squad encountered an officer of the White Army. He sat alone on the side of the road beside his dead horse. The officer's uniform was worn out from long travels. He did not notice your soldiers. Approached the white officer. The moment Yosef Levy got closer to the officer, jumped to his feet, gun in hand, aiming at your soldiers. He looked dead tired, but his mind was clear. Don't move. Who are you? Wait, legionaries? Yes, you are with the White Army. Indeed, my horse died. What are you doing here? I thought you were all crowding up in Vladivostok waiting for a ship home. Vladivostok is still quite far from here. Why did your horse die? It's a stupid question. I need you to get to the station. Do you have one of those pesky trains nearby? You're pretty annoying for somebody who's been stranded on the road without a horse. Mind your tongue, soldier. You are not my captain, you moron. Are not legionaries and White Army allies? It changes quite quickly. Forget it, soldier. Give me food and a weapon and I will manage on my own. The future of the Tsar, and thus your future depends on it. The White Army officer, as annoying as he is, formally asked your squad leader for assistance. He claimed legionaries will be awarded for their assistance. Okay. I'll give you this. Perfect. Your legionaries are exactly what I thought you were. My report will not forget this. I will be on my way. You can salvage what is left of my horse. What do you mean? Meat is meat, soldier. Better eat a dead horse rather than die of hunger. Farewell, legionaries. I will report this to the Tsar. Thank you. Okay, so really we just lost a weapon and we got much of it back. Isn't too bad. Herbs and cloth. Hmm. Is there like a... overview on how I can apply that to everyone. I'm gonna have to go whole rations on anyone. Otherwise, we're gonna have a lot of issues going forward. We're still on half rations. Okay. The lakes are out of the question here. Okay, let's start this mission. As your soldiers see the brewery, they respond with a mix of emotions. Some are unhappy about the beer going to waste, despite it being poisoned. Others are eager, relishing the chance to save the locals and perform further acts of heroism. You trust these feelings will subside once they comprehend the scale of the task ahead of them. Defensive positions have been set up around the brewery and perimeters well guarded by patrols. This is obviously a popular place for the Reds, though none of them appear drunk. Okay. Recommended squad size is 10. Well, let's start out with MGs. I'll actually start out with scouts. 1 scout, 2 scout. Medic 1. Medic 2. Grenade 1. Grenade 2. Let's grab and 2 riflemen. Okay. We have no landmines. 2 of 4 grenades. So now let's look at anything. Let's go from stabilize. Let's get camouflage. Let's distract. A critical shot. Okay. Get this. That's good. Okay. This is the squad. You don't have to deploy with anything. Let's do this. And think about this. If I need this for a pinch. Let's get this up so we can have at least an artillery strike. Guess we need it. Okay, now we'll have an artillery strike from this. Okay. 1 of 3. That's fine. In case we need it, it's there. So next episode, we will go into beer factory. We have, if we need it, it's there with artillery strike, but we'll see. So thank y'all for joining me. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.